Yeah, okay, to state manager, nó chế có một đường mà gửi tới nó nè. Chỉ tận đây nó bé tụi con nó có những tụi con chẳng chăng là chỉ tụi nó chữ chẳng chăng tụi mù hay lù là do bé tụi keynote speaker trong nông nó sở đường bộ tên nó rõ giải tỏ bé tụi chuyên trong Jerry Dyer.
He's already on stage with us, so please just give him a warm welcome, the Honorable Mayor Jerry Dyer, who will deliver the keynote address for us this morning.
Well, thank you, everyone. Nrog Chia. Happy New Year for all of my white friends. And let me just say thank you. It is so good to be back here at the Fresno Fairgrounds with this Hmong New Year celebration. And I want to begin by thanking Myor, the president of the Hmong Cultural New Year celebration. This is an incredible event already. And as I look out here and I see an incredible view of a sea of people, Hmong people, American people, folks from different walks of life that are all here celebrating together. And so I want to just say a special thank you to everyone that has come out here today. Also, a very special thanks to the board of directors for the Hmong New Year committee. They have done an admirable job once again. You know, I am honored to be the mayor of a city that has such rich diversity that includes one of the largest Hmong populations in America. I'm also proud to be the host city to have the largest Hmong New Year celebration of anywhere else in the United States of America. I was a young police officer in the Fresno Police Department when Hmong refugees first settled here in Fresno. And Hmong people that were thrust into a foreign land with a foreign language, with very few resources at their side. I got to see firsthand the struggles that the Hmong people went through, especially trying to raise their children in this new way of life. Unfortunately, many of our Hmong youth were led astray at that time, led astray into being involved in certain criminal activity, joining gangs. Yet, the Hmong people are so resilient, have overcome all odds and assimilated into America and adopted the American way of life, taking advantage of educational opportunities that exist here in America. Today, we see countless numbers of Hmong teachers, lawyers, doctors, police officers, accountants, and as you saw today, Hmong politicians across the state of California. And the Hmong people have done so without losing your culture. That is so important, to be 100% Hmong and 100% American. And that is why this celebration is so important. And not only to the Hmong people, but it's important to the American people as well. We must preserve the Hmong culture. You know, I had the pleasure of spending much time with the late General Vang Pao before he passed, a man I respected deeply. I spent much time with the general enjoying breakfasts and lunches and dinners and opening ceremonies like this. He was such a bold and courageous leader. He always stressed to the Hmong community the importance of education, hard work, and respecting the elders. General Vang Pao also stressed something that I think is extremely important, and that is unity among the Hmong people. And I know that General Vang Pao's heart was broken at one time in Fresno. We had 3 Hmong New Year celebrations all at the same time. And I was proud at that time to be a captain in the Fresno Police Department, assigned as a district commander right here in Southeast Fresno, and to have a part in being able to unify those three celebrations into one. And I'm proud to say that is what we have today, one Hmong New Year celebration in the city of Fresno. The Hmong people must stay united. There is power in unity, and there is peace in unity. And together, your voice is extremely loud and extremely powerful, but you must stay united. That is the very purpose of the One Fresno theme that I ran on as the mayor of the city of Fresno. The One Fresno theme that stands for unity. It stands for peace. It stands for one voice, because that is the strength of our community here in Fresno. Regardless of the color of your skin, the neighborhood in which you live in, or your political affiliation, we are One Fresno. It is for this reason that the City Council and I created the Office of Community Affairs to serve as liaisons to our very, very diverse community here in Fresno. One of those who serves on that Office of Community Affairs is Sandra Lee, who represents the Hmong community and will serve as a liaison for this community. We want to honor the Hmong people by ensuring that all of you have a voice in our government here locally. A government that listens, keeps its promises, and is owned by the people. And that includes the Hmong people within our community. I will always have a fondness for the Hmong people. You have treated me like family over the years. When I was competing for the position of police chief in the Fresno Police Department, it was the Hmong community that stood by me. When I ran for mayor to be the mayor of the city of Fresno, it was the Hmong people who stood with me. And you stand with me here today. And I want you to know that I don't take that for granted. And I will always be grateful to the Hmong people. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your friendship over the years. I love you very much, and I promise you, I will always be there for you no matter what. We must never lose this Hmong New Year celebration in Fresno. It is a part of our identity. And as an added bonus, it does stimulate our economy here in Fresno, with all of the people who visit the Hmong New Year celebration from across the United States and on some occasions from across the world. I know that there was an uncertainty that the pandemic brought to the Hmong New Year and the challenges that we faced last year in having to cancel the Hmong New Year celebration. And that is the very reason that I took the initiative to ensure that the city of Fresno did their part this year by being a proud champion sponsor for this year's Hmong New Year celebration. I want to thank Council President Luis Chavez for working with me on that, as well as the rest of the City Council in support of providing $50,000 to this year's Hmong New Year celebration. It is my hope that this contribution will ease some of the financial hardships experienced by the committee and ensure that there will be many, many, many more successful Hmong New Year celebrations in the future right here in the city of Fresno. I also want to say thank you to the Center for New Americans under the leadership of pawg for bringing vaccines, COVID vaccines this year right here onto the fairgrounds that people can take advantage of. So thank you, Pal, for your leadership and bringing those vaccines directly to the people. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to say thank you on behalf of the American people to the SGU and all of our Hmong veterans serving our country and protecting our American soldiers through the Vietnam War. We will be and should be forever grateful for the sacrifice that the Hmong veterans and the Hmong soldiers at that time played in rescuing American soldiers, otherwise who would have died in a foreign land. So thank you for that so much. Thank you for your service. And as I close, I want to just say thank you to all of you that are here today. Over the next 4 days, you're going to experience a great time here in Fresno. You're going to be able to enjoy the food, the fashions, and the music and the entertainment. And I promise you that we will keep you safe here as you enjoy. God bless you and Happy New Year. Nrog Fresno.